2006, and it's men's doubles. And the first pair onto court, Chandra and Tony Gunawan, winners of the gold medal in Sydney at the Olympic Games in the year 2000. And their opponents, the scratch pairing from Malaysia, as we're looking at the Indonesians. I say Indonesians because, of course, now Tony Gunawan living and playing out of the United States of America. Chandra of Indonesia, Tony Gunawan of the United States of America, born, of course, in Indonesia. The Malaysian pair, Koo Kien Keat and Boon Heong. This scratch pairing for the Malaysians because, very sadly, Koo Kien Keat's usual partner, Chan Chong Ming, out home following a family bereavement. And we all send our very best wishes to the entire family. So, looking at the men's doubles drawn from quarter-finals onwards, well, the number 2 seeds, Jens Eriksson and Martin Lundgaard, the holders of this title, won it 12 months ago, beaten in the quarter-final by the Malaysians. Robert Blair and Anthony Clark of England, silver medalists in the recent World Championships, beaten by the Japanese pair in their quarter-final. But I guess the really big surprise, Fu Haifeng and Cai Yun, the number 1 seeds and recently crowned world champions, absolutely demolished in the semi-final by Wijaya and Gunawan. 21-11, 21-11, that wasn't just a beating, that was decisive. Well, this Indonesian combination there is Chandra Wijaya, 31 years of age. He and his partner won this Japan Open title in the year 2000, but Wijaya himself also won in 2001 playing with Sigit Budiarto, reached the final again last year with Sigit Budiarto but lost out to Eriksson and Lundgaard. So this his 4th Japan Open final. And for Tony Gunawan, well, twice a world champion, Olympic champion, and those 3 gold medals I've just mentioned, won with 3 different partners. Quite remarkable. Now looking at their path through to today's final, and look at that second round encounter against the 2003 world champions Lars Borska and Jonas Rasmussen. Good to see the Danes back together again, having had a split from one another, now really finding their form once more. But it was that semi-final encounter against Fu Haifeng and Cai Yun, who won the world title in Madrid last month in convincing fashion. Well, they were soundly beaten by this pair of Wijaya and Gunawan. So their opponents, Koo Kien Keat, there he is, 21 years of age, and his partner, the left-hander, is only 19. Koo Kien Keat, there he is, world junior champion he is, with Boon Heong. And what a prospect he is for the future. In fact, many Malaysian newspapers have already been talking about the fact that this is a combination that really could go a long, long way. But let's not write off Chan Chong Ming, who, as I've explained, sadly can't be here after a family bereavement. But looking at their path through to today's final, and you can see their last 3 matches having to go the full distance. First of all against the Malaysians, Lee Jai-jin and Wang Ji-man, losing the second game there, and then against the holders, the Danes, losing the second game, and then in the semi-final against Sakamoto and Ikeda of Japan, again losing the middle game. So I just wonder if they have a problem with their concentration. Start strongly. Maybe concentration wavers a little. So of course, as this is a scratch combination, the Malaysians no previous history of these two pairs playing one another. So the Malaysians in the black kit furthest from us as we look down on the court.
1 love.
Wijaya just apologising for deceiving his opponent. Oh, clever change of pace from Koo Kien Keat.
1-2.
Commonwealth Games gold medalist in Melbourne in March earlier this year. Koo Kien Keat playing with Chen Chong-ming.
2-all. Oh! 3-2.
Rally set up with a good return of serve from Tony Gunawan. Well, he doesn't miss many of those. 31-year-old born in Surabaya in Indonesia, now living in California where he's working as an accountant.
Service over, 4-all.
String's gone in the racket of Boon Heong. And he knew immediately. In fact, I think the whole racket frame has broken.
Service over, 1-6.
Great early judgment from Gunawan.
Service over, 7-1.
Has been a remarkable player, won the Olympic gold medal with his partner of today, won the World Championships in 2001 playing with Halim Haryanto, and then won the world title again last year in California playing with the American Howard Batt. One common denominator there happens to be Tony Gunawan.
Service over, 8-6. Service over, 7-8.
Well, I think Wijaya thought that Gunawan was going to intercept. I think he was slightly surprised that he had to play the shot.
Service over, 8-9.
Terrific interception.
10-8.
confusion,
9, 10.
and that's where there's not the understanding between the two players. Malaysians, this scratch partnership. Really does control the game so well. Tony Gunawan.
11-10 interval.
Very interesting that Rexy Manaki is coaching Malaysian men's doubles players, of course, represented Indonesia. Won a gold medal in Atlanta in 1996 playing with Ricky Subaja. Did have a spell coaching in England, did Rexy.
11-10 break. Service order 11-all.
Well, I did wonder whether the youngster, 19-year-old Tan, would be a little overawed by this. He certainly doesn't appear to be so far.
12-11. Service over 12-13. Service over 14-12.
Terrific. Change of pace, coupled with the power play. Precision smashing straight between his two opponents. Oh, missed it. Again, it was the right idea. Well, that really does have to go down as an unforced error. Good work by Wijaya. Controlled the rally from the back of the court, gradually moved his way forward. Good return of serve.
18.
Tight spinning net shot. Yes, was that a little look from the Giant towards the service judge? Certainly no call. Just wide. Such disguise on that shot. Once again, the Malaysians exposed down the centre of the court. Both player leaving it for the other. Who's taking the middle? I suggest the one on the cross court. Brilliant. And that's the opening game to the former Olympic champions, Wijaya and Gunawan. 21-15. Manaki, former Olympic champion there in the red shirt, trying to encourage the Malaysians. And the other man there, Yap Kim Hock, head coach for the Malaysian team, who incidentally Rexy beat in the final of the Olympic Games in Atlanta. Now they work very closely together. Normally men's doubles is the most dynamic, exciting of all the disciplines, but after that wonderful women's singles final between the Olympic champion Zhang Ning and the world champion Jie Jingfeng, that singles final lasting 1 hour and 15 minutes of non-stop excitement. This looks rather tame in comparison. Second game. I do find it quite extraordinary that Chandra Wijaya has now left the Indonesian training centre, no longer part of the setup there, competing internationally, really as an independent. So of course he's Indonesian, still represents Indonesia, but not funded by them.
Starting over 2-all.
ラリー中の選手設定を認証が来ております。
Landed in.
2. No flash to go rallies.
Ball 2.
Good smash.
3-4.
Huge elevation on the jump from Tan, thundering the shuttle down. Not only more patient, but more initiative, especially from Koo Kien Keat.
No flash to close. Thank you.
Incredible! Such reactions. The defence of Wijaya absolutely solid.
One. Service over. 6-all.
Sheer threat of Koo Kien Keat coming forward to the net, enough to put off Tony Gunawan.
Service over. 7-6.
Believe it. Well, what a rally. The sparks are flying now.
Service over. 7-8. Service over. 9-7.
Desperately trying to take on Gunawan at the net is Koo Kien Keat. Who comes out on top.